Subject of a famous expose by a young reporter looking for his big break.
I first heard of this big place with the pretty sounding name because of a call I received from a member of the Willowbrook staff, Dr. Michael Wilkins. The doctor invited me to see the conditions he was talking about, so unannounced and unexpected by the school administration, we toured building number 6.
I do apologize, my flash is on.
It was horrible. There was one attendant for perhaps 50 severely and profoundly retarded children. Lying on the floor, naked and smeared with their own feces, they were making a pitiful sound, a kind of mournful wail that it's impossible for me to forget.
I want to get a perfect picture.
This is what it looked like. This is what it sounded like, but how can I tell you about the way it smelled?
Oh.
It smelled of filth, it smelled of disease, and it smelled
naked.
of death.
This is in the borough of Staten Island, and this is how credible the borough of Staten Island is.
Perhaps the governor can defend and explain away the budget cuts for the Department of Mental Hygiene, and perhaps Dr. Miller can explain and defend the filthy, dehumanizing conditions.
They're actually tied up and they're actually naked at the same time. They're only given 2 minutes to eat, and they have slop because they're not able to feed them properly, and the children have to feed themselves with their own hands. If they can't, they can't. They'll end up starving. After eating, they get tied up again, naked. Nobody will ever have clothes on, and this is on a daily basis, 24 hours a day, in the borough of Staten Island.
We were sitting on both sides of him, and he started to cry, and he said, "You see how it was? You see how it was? We were victims too," meaning the attendants or the people that worked.
I'm going through an experience which leads me to believe that these people that abuse their authority, and I don't know who they are, they definitely still have this borough set up for failure. Well, set up for abuse, torture, set up for torture.
Kneel right in front of him, look right in. Say it. Tell us the truth now. You know, God will fix
Boys and
it.
girls in the same room naked, watching each other
They were so
naked.
close, we thought we had it. Then
Bones,
it started to rush.
skeletons. A majority of the school weren't even mentally ill.
That whole night, the whole
Most of
next
them
day,
have just
he didn't
cerebral
stop talking to
palsy.
people until 2 or 3
And some were
days.
actually even normal. I've met a few up until today that actually that attended the Willowbrook school. The rest of them, I don't even know if they're alive or if they actually transferred them to different sites. I will do another video which actually shows that there may be different locations throughout the boroughs of New York City. As far as the family court system, it's definitely corrupt, and they're actually showing that they don't care. The same way they set this shop up to abuse children that were sitting there naked with no food for a period of years, and a couple of parents tried to get their children back, as you will see in this video. And when they tried to get their children back after knowing that their child was being abused and they weren't even allowed to go visit their child anymore because the conditions were so bad in this Willowbrook State School in the borough of Staten Island that eventually the door would just crack open and the parents were no longer allowed in. So one of the parents tried to get their child back, and the state told them that since you signed that paper, your child now belongs to us. She was unable to get the child back. Eventually, when the child was older, some way, somehow, she got the kid back. He only had cerebral palsy, and today he works in Manhattan. He's in a wheelchair, cerebral palsy, and has an office job in Manhattan. However, it's quite disturbing that all these parents didn't even realize the signs of abuse. I only heard stories from very few. So what happened to the rest of these parents? And were they really the parents of these children? Where did these parents come from? Where did these children come from, and where did they go? This borough, this Staten Island and the borough of Staten Island is definitely corrupt. I was threatened. My children used against me for opening my mouth on certain things and bringing the attention of the family court system. And the corruptness. I was told to say that they make mistakes and don't say they're committing a crime. I gave them the chance. I belittled myself and said that they made a mistake. However, they never corrected the mistake and they made it even worse. So therefore, I'm back on YouTube. I was on radio shows in the past, and I will continue to be on radio shows and posting YouTube videos. And they can intimidate me as much as they want. But as far as I know, I will just keep exposing. They keep committing the crime, I will keep exposing. I'm a prior foster parent, children's ministry. I'm very credible in my community. Everybody knows me. If you look my name up, you may find the radio shows that I've been a co-host on for a couple of times. But this is what's going on in the borough of Staten Island. The Willowbrook School shut down. However, the grounds of Staten Island Hospital is huge. We don't know what's going on there. We don't know what's going on in the other boroughs. And with my personal experience, they're pushing children right through the family court system in Staten Island. Right in front of my face, I witnessed one child. That's all I could testify to is one child. And if there's one, there's more. And just remember, not long ago, this Willowbrook School existed.